I think this is a controversial question. Hey y'all, welcome back to Not Quite Homesteading, ESK Garden. My name is Ebony if you are new here. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit differently. There's a tag going around that was issued by the New Orleans gardener for newer gardeners in the community, or really anyone that wants to partake in it. So I figured it'd be a good way to help you guys get to know me a little bit better, and something that it would be something fun to do. So it is 40 questions. It will not be long, but I'm going to be answering 40 random questions about just me in general. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first question is, do you have any pets? I have 2 pets. They're both cats. They're technically kittens, but you know, they're not a year yet. But Bliss and Muffin. Bliss makes frequent appearances in my video. Muffin doesn't always make them, but she has appeared in a few, and they are my little joys right now. They're so entertaining. They have such unique personalities, and I absolutely love them. Are you in a relationship? No, I'm just kidding. But my husband is sitting right here. I am in a relationship. I am married. I've been married since 2020, and we have been together since 2016. So, relationship, yes. Do I drink alcohol? I do drink alcohol. I love a good sangria. I love Kentucky Mules, and I love a good whiskey sour. I'm not like super big on cocktails. Oh, and I love a good pina colada, freshly made. I'm not super big on like I can't even speak. I'm not super big on cocktails, but I do enjoy a drink every so often, and definitely when I go out socially. Hot dogs or hamburgers? Now, if you're talking about traditional beef, neither. I do not eat red meat, but if I had to pick between the two, I definitely will choose a hamburger. I haven't put my hand on a hot dog in about 20 years, and I don't intend to. I have found, ways to definitely make and spruce up hamburgers with things like chicken, turkey. I do eat pork. Some people might find that strange that I don't eat beef and I eat pork, but that is okay. I do use pork as a substitute sometimes as well, but definitely prefer a really good hamburger. Favorite food is lasagna, and it is followed a close second by a good fried lobster tail. I absolutely love lasagna. I have since I was a kid. It definitely is one of those things that, I don't know, it just tastes so good to me, especially when it's made correctly. I'm sorry, the cat is like climbing up the window trying to get out the house because we're both out here. She's literally trying to paw the window. But yes, I love me a good lasagna. Italian food is definitely one of my favorites, my secondary favorites to just American traditional soul food. What do you drink in the AM? Coffee, of course, but I do not mind a good cup of hot tea occasionally. So maybe, a couple of days out the month, I might go ahead and drink hot tea instead of coffee. But I definitely need my get right in the morning, and coffee is usually the go-to. Can you do 100 push-ups? Girl, I don't know if I could do one. And that is sad to say, but it is the truth. I need to get back into it. I know I do, but absolutely cannot do 100 push-ups. My favorite season of the year? Definitely spring. I am a spring baby. I'm right on the cusp of summer, but I need the longest possible daylight, and spring offers that. I am someone that is just driven by like natural daylight. I don't like the winter. I really don't care for it. I find the winter and the late fall to be quite depressing because it just gets dark way too early. Spring is definitely my favorite season, and it's moderately warm. What is my favorite hobby? I love dancing. I love writing poetry. I haven't written poetry in a very, very long time. I had some poetry books that, I believe got thrown out of spite a very long time ago. And I also love to read. The last book that I read was Trevor Noah's book. I can't remember the exact title of it, but that is such a good read. If you're someone that's into reading and you haven't read it, definitely would recommend. And what else? Gardening now. Love to be in the garden. Definitely a mental getaway for me, and wouldn't change it with all of the cringy things that kind of get to me while I'm out here. Do you have any tattoos? I have one, and it is the very reason I don't have any more. Tattoos are extremely painful, and if you've ever gotten tattooed on a bone like I have, it definitely is something that will make you rethink life. The next question is, do you wear glasses? Only for fashion. Fortunately, I have been blessed with 20/20 vision. I believe I am hyper aware, and I'm extremely observant, so I see far more than I want to in general perspectives. And I don't need to see anything any clearer. So, no, I don't wear glasses, only for fashion, only for fun. Do you have any phobias or fears? If y'all have been here for any amount of time on my channel, you know I am scared of any and everything that crawls, moves, walks, does whatever that is not a human or a known household pet. So I'm absolutely terrified of all bugs, and when I say terrified, I mean terrified. They also gross me out. Any phobias? I don't know that I truly have a phobia per se, because I am not, like, I can't live. I'm not a person that can't not live if they exist, but I do not like germs. I don't like dirt. So I am very anal about cleanliness and keeping things clean. Not to be confused with messy, because I think we all get a little messy every now and then, and mess to me is something has a place but it's not in it. It might be a little out of place, but dirt, completely intolerable. Do I have a nickname? It's funny because now I have not given myself a proclaimed nickname, but apparently anybody and everybody calls me Eb, whether I ask them to or not, whether I've known them forever or not. And yeah, so Eb, I've had people call me Ebby, and I stopped fighting it after a while. So yeah, those are my two nicknames. What's your favorite candy? So as a child, I absolutely love Snickers. I cannot really tolerate Snickers. To me, I think they're just like way too sweet. My palate, as an adult has gotten more refined, and I'm not a super fan of milk chocolate like I once was, but I do like a good peanut M&M every now and again. And I think for my adult self, speaking in present day, I would have to say peanut M&Ms if I had to choose one. But otherwise, I don't really engage in eating a lot of candy. Do you believe in ghosts? I don't necessarily believe in ghosts, as in like Casper the ghost, Casper the friendly ghost, or haunting ghosts. I do believe in spirits. Naturally, I believe in the Lord, and the Lord, is a spirit, as well as I believe that, when you pass on, that the spirit does separate from the physical being. So I do believe in spirits, and in what capacity, as far as like their intent to, as far as their ability to impact us in our mortal existence, I don't really know. I haven't really delved into that. Rain or snow? I would prefer neither, if I'm being honest. And as someone that grew up in the Northeast, where I had to deal every every year with snowstorms. 10 months of cold weather is what it seemed like, and 2 months of hot weather. I absolutely positively want no parts of any snow. So I'm definitely gonna go ahead and say rain for this question. Do you have any piercings? Well, state the obvious. I do have piercings. I do actually have 2 holes in each ear. I don't really wear my second hole. I don't know why. I found it to be like irritating at some times, like when I used to, so I just don't wear them frequently. The holes are still there, but you know, I don't wear earrings in them often. French fries or onion rings? Now, I'm gonna tell y'all I love a good onion ring, but if your girl could eat French fries every day of my life, I probably would. I absolutely would. I love French fries, and I don't know what it is about a fried potato, but to me it's delicious. And yeah, I have to definitely keep myself in check when it comes to French fries. Do I have any children? Not at the moment. You know, hopefully, prayerfully soon, but not at the moment. My kittens, my kitties, those are my kids. What is your favorite color? Black, green, and red in that order. Black, to me, while some people will argue in the real color theory world that it's not a color, I don't know. I love it. To me, it just kind of reads like mysterious, bold, you know, but at the same time, very present. And I think that kind of reflects, you know, just a little bit of my personality. But I do love color in general. Can you sing? I think this is a controversial question. Oh God, I think it depends on who you ask, right? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, I'm gonna say no, right? And I say no because I can't just bust out and people are gonna fall to the ground like, oh God, this girl can sing. No, it is not any of that. But I do believe that with a little bit of coaching and a little bit of training, I could be halfway decent. So if there's anybody that wants to pro bono train me, you know, leave me a comment. I'm laughing because my husband started laughing too when I said this is a controversial question. Oh God. The next question is, can you whistle? I in fact can whistle. Now that is something that cannot be argued with. Where were you born? I was born in New York City, New York. So if you are a New Yorker, you know that that means Manhattan. I was born in Beth Israel Hospital in Manhattan. When we say, as New Yorkers, when we say, you know, New York City, we're talking about Manhattan. Typically, if we were in New York, I would have just said Manhattan, but we're not. So, do I have any siblings? I have several. Papa was a Rolling Stone, and I have one brother from my mother. So, I don't know how many of us it is in total. I want to say somewhere about 8 or 9, but you know, do I know all of my siblings? No, I don't, unfortunately. Do I know who they are? Yes, I do. Can you cook? This is another question I'm going to say, if you've been around my channel for any amount of time, I think we can put a finger on the fact that I can cook. I love culinary arts. I really love and am passionate about food. I love amazing food. I don't believe food has to be complicated for it to be amazing, but I am very creative when it comes to cooking. And yeah, you know, I'll share those recipes as I guess I see fit on the channel. But yes, I can definitely cook. Can you swim? I can swim well enough. I took swimming lessons when I was very, very young. Could I use a refresher? Probably. Can I swim well enough in water to not drown? Yes, I can. Do I prefer showers or baths? I like both. I don't know. A shower or a bath. There is something so relaxing about showers and the rainfall on you, but at the same time, or the shower fall, I do love a good bath, and I'm finding it really hard to choose one over the other. I don't know, y'all. That's a tough one. I can't pick it. City or nature? So I will say, after having now lived in, and I say lived in both. Now I am by no, not city or is it city or nature? I think she changed this one. It's supposed to be city or country, right? City, nature. I guess the equivalent is country. Now I'm not in the country as much as people would love to believe that all of the South is country. I would definitely have to say I am leaning more towards country. And you know, I love going to the city. I love the action. I'm an extrovert and I love a good time, but I need to relax away from all of that. I need my peace and my sanity when I'm ready to stop having a good time. So definitely the country or nature, however you prefer to call it, for me. So the next question is, are you a good friend? I like to think so. I think that, you know, I think that that's not fully up to me to answer, but I do like to think I put my best effort forward in terms of caring for other people and, you know, being there when they need me. Have you ever had any broken bones? You know what? I was going to say no, but yes, I've actually had a fractured nose. So that never fully heals properly, and don't be all in the camera looking for it in my videos now, but yes, my nose is like slightly like misaligned from where I had that fracture. How many TVs are in your house? Currently we have 4 TVs, which I think are probably 3 too many for the amount of television we actually watch. But you know, we do have TVs where our guests can enjoy it when they come over, when we do want to sit down in the living room, and then sometimes maybe in the bedroom, and we have a TV upstairs in the office. So 4 TVs. What is the worst pain ever that I've experienced? Now, when I initially heard this question, of course I think physical came to mind, but I guess I'll share both. And for me, you know, if I really had to put a finger on the worst pain I've experienced, it was losing my mother. The worst physical pain that I've experienced, and you know, sorry if this is a little TMI, but you know, it's just an honest answer. Having fibroids and having the cycle to go along with that. The cramps are the most excruciating thing you could potentially ever feel in that region, minus a pelvic fracture. Do you like to dance? I love dancing. Dancing is one of my absolute favorite things to do. And sometimes I wish in life I had become a dancer. I'm just being honest. But yes, I love dancing. I wish I could take more dance classes. I've looked for some down here. They don't really have them the way they had them in New York. But in New York, we were taking salsa dance lessons. So fun fact, I am an intermediate salsa dancer. Camping or hotel? I'm just going to flat out say it's a hotel for me. I am not a fan of camping. You know, it's another controversial question, because one of the ways I guess I hooked my husband was, who is a naturist, if that's a word. He loves to go camping, and you know, I promised him very early in our dating that I would go camping at least one time, just one time with him, and I have not made good on that promise, y'all, because the bugs are just too much for me. But if I did go, it would have to be a form of glamping. Do you think you are weird? I don't think I'm weird. I do think I'm funny. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had anybody tell me that I'm weird. Random? Absolutely. Weird? No. What is your grow zone? I am in grow zone 8B, coastal South Carolina. Our climate, especially in the summer, mimics very much of something similar to Florida, as well as like New York, and it is unbearably uncomfortable during that season. And then it says tag 5 people to take the tag. Now I feel like this tag has made its rounds, and by the time my video goes up, the entire gardening community will probably have done it. But I'm going to tag 5 people anyway. So the people that I am tagging are Tiffany from Team Benson's Desert Garden. I would definitely love to hear from these 5 people, especially Tiffany. Alana from Her Home and Harvest. Lasha from Lasha's Homestead. Princess from Gardening with Princess. And Elena from Gardening with Lady Smash. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about me in this video. And of course, let's keep learning, sewing, and growing together, friends. Until our next garden update, bye.